This video is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com, where you can find cool stuff in stock.
Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, today in the arena. We enter into the 708th consecutive day of posting an arena video, and we continue Shark Week and a half in the spirit and honor and tradition and blah and words and stuff, shill, brand, blah blah blah, of promoting the Cool Stuff Inc. CovertGoBlue Shark token, which right now you can pre-order any draft set or collector booster box to receive from CoolStuffInc.com. So call time, CoolStuffInc.com/CHM, and use the promo code CGB5 for a discount and get the finest, greatest, and most epic token around. And today's Shark deck for week and a half, ladies and gentlemen, it is Rogues. Shark Rogues. Yes, you all hate Rogues so very much, but you don't hate Shark Rogues, right? Shark Typhoon is cool. Rogues might annoy you, but if it has Shark Typhoon, it must be great, right? Right? It's not the Luris version. The biggest thing you lose with the Luris version is often the Shark Typhoon, so much so that in Best of 3, Shark Typhoon is often in the sideboard so that you can stop using Luris as companion and have Shark Typhoon as an option. This particular version also gets to run Didn't Say Please, because if you're not the Luris version and you're not the One Mind version, you don't end up with cards like Merfolk Windrobber or Rune Crab. Some people will think that's a horrible idea, cutting Rune Crab, cutting Windrobber. Hey, I'm not here to tell you how to build your Rogues deck. I believe the Luris version is better. But this one does have some matchups where it's better in. Shark Typhoon is a better endgame engine, especially when combined with Into the Story and Agadeem's Awakening, than Luris is. The thing is, you don't always need to go over the top of your opponent. Luris is grinded out bit by bit, inch by inch. Typhoon is go big, smash them with a sky full of sharks. I can tell you it's a lot better against mono white than Luris is. But the deck has many challenges of its own, such as getting enough cards in the graveyard and dealing with all the threats your opponent offers, which is why we have 3 copies of Didn't Say Please to do a little bit of both. Counter a spell, mill the graveyard. Hopefully we don't end up with this on the draw too often. Very bad on the draw. Opponents know how to play around counter magic, and it just ends up being too slow. But same thing can be said for Shark Typhoon. On the draw, this is a very slow card. You have to really set up the perfect moment for it. Brazen Borrower is the other card we get by cutting Luris and Windrobber and Crab. And Brazen Borrower is a fun card to play with, bouncing this and that, making a 3/1. It's very, very good against other rogue decks because they have to deal with and kill the 3/1 or it trades with a creature. And the Petty Theft holds them back, delays them, just causes various issues that a lot of rogue decks with Luris can't solve. If the opponent taps out and resolves their own Shark Typhoon, Brazen Borrower can be a little punished by bouncing it and gaining some tempo. Also just providing a bigger flash body out of nowhere. So it's a different kind of Rogues deck. It cuts the Luris. It runs the Castle Vantress because we often have a full hand. We don't want to pay life with a Castle Locked Wayne. We want to scry with the Vantress and get to the right cards, being plenty of lands plus Shark Typhoon or Agadeems. And yeah, we also want to draw, of course, all of our Drown in the Locks and Into the Stories, but you know how that works by now. So that's the introduction. This is Shark Rogues. I've asked you in the past to dislike the Rogues, but guys, if you like sharks, you just wouldn't do that. So remember to leave a thumbs up for the Sharks, and no guarantee, but this may be the last time we play Rogues in the Zendikar Rising standard. So come along for the ride. And let's do an experiment. Let's see how Shark Typhoon Rogues really works. And remember the guarantee. Hold on. Why does it say a song? Oh, because I'm on the Twitch version. There we go. I guarantee you, good people of the dojo, a hard cast Shark Typhoon in this video. Let's dive in. Let the nonsense begin. Titus Foreigner, 969. Almost nice, not quite. Alright, a few Shark Typhoons and a Blood Chief's Thirst and a Drowning Lock that might hit nothing. Woo! Alright, Shark Typhoon, earn your frickin' spot in the deck. I just wanted to play some Typhoony Rogues. Let's do this thing. Another land. No. We need to mill our opponent a little bit here. Come on now. We need to act like we're playing Magic the Gathering. Speaker. Oh, maybe the opponent will run right into the Thought Thief. What do you think? Give them a chance? Is this their first rodeo? Of course they have the Luminarch. They always do. Guaranteed. Ooh, interesting. Oops. Maybe they have Luris and this is all part of a plan. I'm trying to think why they would make this play instead of just laughing at the situation. But I can't stop laughing. It's too cringe. I mean, alright. Give your opponents chances to make mistakes, guys. That is how you win games of Magic. Linden. Do I care? I have a feeling there are more important things to counter, like Heliod. Linden's annoying because we can't race it, but eventually a Shark Typhoon can shut it down a bit. So I think we wait. Heartless Act is good. Swimming Thought Thief gets in. Clears some land off the top. Alright, next turn the Sharks become 3/3s. Plus we have Heartless Act for Linden. Daxos. Do we care about Daxos? We have to start killing things at some point. I don't think Daxos is the thing I really need to kill though. Speaker. They're at 20 life. Let's wait. Patience, patience, patience. Now we can get defensive. See how the opponent wants to attack here. So 23. Let's see, we can block here, take the 3, or we can try to ambush. Ambush gets so much better next turn. What am I going to Heartless Act? I could just Heartless Act the Linden here. If that was the play, maybe I should have done it before the combat. No life gain. Less life gained, to be more appropriate. Alright, 24. There's the Luris. I told you they had it. That is all on a read from a turn to attack with the Speaker. Let's hope they don't have another. Although Heartless Act, I guess, can clean it up. Does that mean I can't ambush with the Shark? Do they have... Let's see, they could have Luris, Land, Alcide, and then I'm in a bad spot. So I have to take this. Okay, we can kill that later. 23. Let's make a 3/3. Brazen Borrower is good against the Broodmoth. It's an expensive card. They don't want to spend time to read recasting, but we'll force them to. This can block either one of these. This can attack, pick away at them. Here comes the Nymph. Very annoying little card. And a Savior, wow. I can't believe they ran this out with these in hand. Could punish me if they, because they'll have protection next turn to go against the Heartless Act with the Moth. Definitely can punish me. Bold attack. It's an easy block. Do I try to use a Heartless Act here? When the Moth comes down, they'll protect it with Savior. So getting them to get rid of the Savior is going to be hard. How do we do it? I wonder if we cast the Shark Typhoon to try to power through the value. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Let's thin the deck since we don't need to draw any more land. We can definitely make Speaker a very distant thing with a good attack here. Into the story, that'll go good with the Shark Typhoon, I should say. So we want a blocker for here. We want to be able to just bounce. We don't want to kill anything because it'll come back with a counter. So we attack with the Thief and the Borrower. Yeah. This attack, like almost anything we'd block. I guess this would bounce off Daxos too, but either one. So I guess if either one works, we'll do the one that does more damage, right? So this will bounce, this will get in 1 more point. And we still get the mill trigger because of the Borrower. Opponent's impressed. That's what's really important, guys. We gotta impress Titus Foreigner with our play. Hardcast the Shark Typhoon. I promised every video we would do it. Here we are. Yep. Opponent brings out the Moth. They now have the Moth Savior combo. A very frustrating combo. Let's see, we could block this. It comes back with flying. I didn't think they'd attack with this. It comes back with flying, and then the next time it dies, it's gone. But then this gives protection. So I think in the long term, we just prevent as much damage as possible. And you know what? Getting rid of the Alseed is probably best. The protection thing is really annoying. Indestructible's ugh, but protection's really annoying. Let's see if the opponent uses the Savior to defend it. Okay. Opponent goes up to 21 in our race against Angels. So we can't target the Alseed, we can target the Broodmoth. They sack this, they have a flyer. Makes our attack so awkward. But we have 7/7 Sharks, we have Didn't Say Please. Man, everything's crazy. This is an absolutely crazy game at this point. So can we attack? I feel like we need to keep attacking. If the opponent blocks with this, they sacrifice Savior. If they sacrifice Savior, in response I can Heartless Act the Moth. Oh, hello. Oh, I see you. I see you. Let's see what you got. Interesting. Very interesting. They give up the bounty for good. It does get them up to 23. What are they going to do next turn? They're very close to Angel time, aren't they? Yes, indeed they are. Let's make a 7/7 and draw 4 and hit our land drop. Bloodchief's Thirst. They say good game? Let's see about that. I'm going to target your Speaker. You're going to use the Savior. In response to that, I'm going to Heartless Act the Moth. They might get up to an Angel, but it should only be one. And we've got a sky full of sharks. Oh, come on! Game on, I guess. Goodness gracious, what is going on? Oh, come on, deck. Why you do this to me? Shelter, huh? So what do we have down here? Just a Borrower. Agadeem's isn't looking good other than it makes a huge shark. But so does Into the Frickin' Story. Brazen Borrower. Now there's a card that Selfless Savior can't protect you from. Bounce. Bounce. So we're doing this now to get in a big attack with the Sharks. Take the opponent off 28 life. Way off 28 life. The power of Shark Typhoon striking again. And that's a scoop. Shark Typhoon may not be as efficient as Lurrus, but it's a bigger engine than Lurrus, and it can go toe-to-toe with the best of them. Two Thieves and a Didn't Say Please on the draw. That's pretty slow. But I don't think we send it away. Double Thief can get a lot of work done. Didn't Say Please can stop bad things from happening to them, so we go for it. I think we fetch blue on turn 1 though, so that Didn't Say Please is available on 3. No! That's not good. The mirror. And we're on full control mode. Your go. You're not doing anything right now. There's nothing else you can do with your turn. You're really gonna play this on full control mode. Alright. There's rogues and then there's worse rogues. Our opponent is worse rogues. Oh, they're not rogues. I'll eat. Where is my hat? I'm gonna eat my hat. Oh my gosh, you fake attacked me with a crab. You giga brain. Blue-red turbo mill? No. Teamer. That's a forest. What is going on? Teferi's tutelage. You are so freaking lucky you were on the play. Oh my god, on the draw this would not happen. Now this is stuck on the battlefield until we find a Brazen Borrower. Or we have to find a way to kill them. Kill them before they deck me. And they just discarded a Fire Prophecy? So they must have another. There's no way you give up Fire Prophecy against rogues. There goes one of our borrowers. There's another borrower. We'll see if that becomes a thing. See how you like the mills. They run borrower. I don't know what this pile is. I imagine Song of Creation. That's what I'm thinking. Which, pretty cool. Not gonna lie. That's pretty cool. Come on, play your song. They don't have the mana for Into the Story, so I don't have to play around that. End of turn. Do we try to clock them? I think if I play one of these, they're going to play a Fire Prophecy. I think if they play a Fire Prophecy, I want to be able to counter that. I think I say go. Gutsy. Yeah, they have an upkeep play here. See? See? See, you guys? Counter that. We need to keep the pressure on. Nice draw. Patience. We don't play the Soaring Thought Thief first for more. We protect what we can. We can't let them resolve Into the Story or some other huge effect here, Song of Creation. Although Brazen Borrower is pretty good against Song of Creation. Eventually we need to kill the crab, but we don't need to do it yet. We need to be careful. Tapping out is not the move. I guess here we can play another Thought Thief, because if the opponent has another removal, they're just good. What? What? Okay, if we don't drown that, then our next drown gets countered, because they can target their own graveyard. What? Alright, well we can't have them countering future drown. We need to play it. I don't know if... Yeah, I guess we counter the crypt. This is really bad, though. I mean, the other option was to kill the crab. They say go, so we dodged whatever bullets they might be thinking of. They're definitely Song of Creation, though. And if they had it, they could have just resolved it, but they didn't. Which is interesting. Nothing. Okay. Opponent is one of the craftier players I've played against in a while. They use all the tricks, full control stops. They like do all kinds of weird stuff to mess with me here. Let's bounce your tutelage. Malakut Awakening. Alright, I was worried about something. It wasn't into the story, but that's pretty good. That mills us for another chunk. We're down to 21. And they're at 16, and they're taking 6 a turn, and we have protection for it. This is going to be close. This is absurdly close. And again, they're full controlling through and through. And we draw a third Didn't Say Please, but without the mana to double spell. There goes a Song of Creation. Alright, the only thing I'm countering are things that might be lethal, like if they play another tutelage. Another crab, can that be lethal? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 over 2 turns. Can definitely be lethal. But they can't get out. Yeah, I think we have to start fighting. It sucks so much that it's a 1 mana play that can be lethal. They still have 32. They say go. What are they doing? Oh, it's their only blue source. That's right. They didn't draw another one. That's very lucky for us. There's an Ox of Agonis. Down to 4. We have to survive this turn. We have a counterspell. They have 16 cards in deck. It should be fine. We should be able to take it. Secret Keeper. Okay. 12 cards in deck. Eight cards in deck. Stonecoil Serpent, get out. And they tapped out, so now we know. Good game. Yeah, it was exciting, and your deck is unique. Yes, good game. Good game. Whew. The Mad Lads have been brewing in Mythic lately. Lemeister, what have you got? All cards that need me to mill and nothing that mills. Give me 1 Soaring Thought Thief for 1 Enforcer, and I keep this hand. Even a Didn't Say Please, but that's on the draw. That's really bad. Let's mulligan. This is better. Think that can go? Like this. Make sure that mana is good and fixed if we draw Didn't Say Please or Brazen Borrower. Black-red is scary. Often they're very, very anti-rogue. Manual taps. Wouldn't want to mess up that serrated Scorpion play. You think they have a shock? Doesn't look like it. Well, we don't want to Geronimo this into the Scorpion even for the mill, so we'll say go. We can flash in the Thought Thief if they try to kill it. We have Into the Story now, so we want to find a 4th land and cast that sucker. As soon as we can get the graveyard a little more full. I'm pretty sure Auto Tapper can handle this specific complication, but who am I to tell the opponent what to do? Myers a grasp. Splash in, get the mill. Aurorus Shade Myers Grasp deck with red for what? We don't know yet. Now we know. They're trying to slam mono red into black Eidolon. That's what they're trying to do. Cool. Looks fun. They do have some Skyclave Shades down there. And they are on 7. Okay, I know the Auto Tapper can handle that. Come on. Come on. Imagine going to Mythic manual and tapping. No auto tapping at all. This is a... I wonder if this person like believes that there are chips in our heads planted by aliens. Alright, we don't need to attack. We could play defensive. We're at 18, they're at 20. There are 8 cards in graveyard, so we want to cast into the story. Is filling their graveyard more what we want to do? Maybe not at this phase. They don't have an escape card yet. Alright, so with these triggers on the stack, they can cast 1, and then we can cast story. So let's wait and see what they commit to here. They can't cast both at once and take story off the table. They can just go for 1. Okay, there's 1. Just in case they would go for the other, we into the story now. They are Skyclave Shade machines, but the Thought Thief holds back their offense. So we want to draw another land and play a Shark Typhoon. Red-black usually can't deal with that. We don't want to get caught in trading with these shades with Enforcers. The Enforcers can ambush the Scorpion and the Fervent Champion, though. Let's send you in. Give our opponent another shade. Oh boy, oh boy. And they keep hitting land drops. They are land drop champion over here. Clever girl. So if they kick the shade, we have to drown it. If they do not kick the shade, they have something else too. So I think what I'm going to do on end step is play Enforcer, Enforcer, Cycle for 1. Cycle for 1 gives us a chance of hitting land and dropping the shark, and having all those creatures make sure we live for the following turn. Wow. They had that, just didn't play it. Alright. Let's start with the Cycle for 1. Draw first, it might change our play. Heartless Act, sure. Enforcer. Enforcer. Alright, do we get the land for the Typhoon? We do. Let the epic duel commence. We have to survive these shades, we have to survive these demonic embrace, and then we have to start killing things and making sharks as we do it. Drawing another into the story would be amazing. There should be one pretty nearby. Seems like a doable thing. Agadeem's Awakening is another great draw once we send these creatures to the graveyard. Brazen Borrower is really good against Demonic Embrace on small creatures. Yeah, we have a lot of good draws. But we're going to be at low life. We're going to be trying to stabilize. It's going to be challenging. And the opponent's going to have this wall of shades that just keeps attacking every time they draw land. They also have a deck full of really small, kind of lame creatures. It's like, I wish they'd draw those instead of land. Well, the opponent found the Agadeem's Awakening first, didn't they? Look at that. Look at that. Death Touch. Nice. You can hit attack all, but the opponent would never do that. This is somebody who won't even use Auto Tapper in a 3-land environment, although they just did. They broke their code to cast Agadeem's Awakening after making me wait for 20 minutes for them to figure it out. Oh, man. Let's see. I think these rumble. We do need to slow them down. Alright, Brazen Borrower off the top. Right, just what we needed. Alright, first of all, this has to go. No more Luris life. Our opponent's at 33 cards and 21 life. How are we going to win this game? I think we need to keep playing defense for sure. They are definitely proving to be a oddly aggressive Knights meets Luris meets Awakening pile with shades for days. They are the deck of the Infinite Skyclave. Shade. Fortunately for us, we're becoming the deck of the Infinite Shark. Another Relic Robber. Doesn't do anything against the Thought Thief. Maybe they plan to Demonic Embrace it instead of playing Shades. I would call that crazy. If they were going to do that, they should have held the land. They could have played all their Shades. Go to attacks. Okay. What's up? What? What? What the hell is this? Alright. Brazen Borrower, bounce your Serrated Scorpion. 2/2 acquired. This blocks here and eats it for breakfast. This trades. What are they doing? What are they doing? Cast the Shade. So I don't want to use these now. I definitely want to use it in combat when the opponent may or may not use a Demonic Embrace. Or after they use a Demonic Embrace, I should say. Oh. I mean, that's a play we could make. Yeah. Let's rumble. Let's rumble. What you got? They top deck another Agadeem's Awakening. I might cry. Rankle? Come on over. I'll give you a spankle with the 6/6. The opponent's attack all for the last couple of turns does imply absolute mad laddery. Alright. Ouch. Had to do something about it sometime. Six coming at you. We're gonna win by damage, one way or another. But let's save the instance and really blow them out here. They'll never see it coming. The Shark Typhoon is quickly approaching F5 status. Or what is it, category, whatever category hurricane you can be. We'll just, you know, here's a little move, but go ahead, attack. Do your worst. Do it. Take your Demonic Embrace. Turn your Rankle sideways, and your journey to the dark side will be complete. Wrecking you. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Life total 14. They said good game first. Don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me. They said it first. And Embercleave. What are these decks? What are these decks? What a pile. Holy crap. Jibsu. 476. Let's fight. Weird hand, no mill, only one blue. Borderline for sure. Borderline hand for sure. Don't make me regret this. Please. What I like about it is on turn 2 we can either Brazen Borrow the opponent's play, or we can cycle Shark Typhoon and try to draw another blue, and if we do, we have Didn't Say Please ready to go on the play, which is where it's good. Very bad on the draw, very good on the play. Hey, it's our other blue source. Life is fine. Life is good. Put it on a t-shirt, make some money. What happens if I play with your Lotus? Does it respond to the touch? Okay. Good enough. Looks like green-white over here. There's another mill card, that's nice. And Naya? Definitely worth a Didn't Say Please on a Lovestruck Beast. Those things are huge. Rada, Luminarch, Aspirant. Wonder if this is Winoda? Could be. 3 life. We're either going to play Thieves Guild Thought Thief or Thieves Guild Borrower. Sharn. I'm gonna forget what this does at some point and get in trouble. Okay, so they're on 4. This is 6. If I play this and then attack with it, no, if I play this, we get to 8, so I can into the story without playing the Thought Thief. If I draw Drown in the Lock, I'll play the Thought Thief. If I don't draw Drown in the Lock, I'll probably play into the story and look for 1. What did the mill teach us? Bunch of nonsense, but it does look like Winoda. Which means holding Heartless Axe seems pretty smart. Playing this now to push more mills and damage seems smart. Would your Yasharn like to block my 1-mana play? No, they would not. Might be Winoda time. In which case, Heartless Act is eager for the opportunity to make this play. Okay, Bone Crusher instead. Interesting. Definitely save this for Winoda, though. We're outracing them in the air. They only have 1 more turn. Alright, big turn. Let's see what happens. We've got him on the edge. Robber of the Rich has reach. Let's let it resolve and see what they do with it. Interesting card to slide into the deck for sure. They're going to attack. They're attacking with everyone. Okay. Old. Crow in War. Oh no. Did they get me? Did they get me? Didn't expect that, and there's a drown. Oh no. We're gonna have to figure out a way out of this. We didn't quite find it. Look at all the land, too. That is not good. Thirst on top. We're at 3. We can take a hit from the robber. This can get him for 1, 2, 3. Well, they both have to attack next turn, so I need these both to survive. I don't think that's an option. Why did I play the tap land? What's the matter with me? I thought I didn't have enough I thought I had enough to cast all this. I don't. Let's see. Destroy. Destroy. Chump. Take. Oh no. Did I just throw? I think I just threw bad. Mega throw confirmed. How terrible. A Crow in War? Should have killed something with the Heartless Act. Now I'm dying with this card in my hand. I thought I was there, but I was not there. Whew. Ouch. Bad CGB. Very bad. I'm smarting from that last game. Like, that hurts. I got tunnel visioned on the Winoda. I didn't think of a non-creature card that could stop me. And I got wrecked for it. Like, really wrecked for it. And I suppose that's a good thing, but that's how you learn. Selfless Savior. Let's go. Let's go, Mono White. Being on the draw sucks, but we have a lot of flexibility. Oh, don't you dance at me. I will finger dance at you. I'm gonna start finger dancing. Being on the draw sucks. It really, really sucks. Alright, let's see what they do next. Bounty as well. I think we've got to get the Thought Thieves online, but it's going to be hard to kill anything here. Yep, down there, smart. Let's absorb some of this damage. And now we just start staring at them and trying to figure out how to kill the creatures. But we need to get our lands online so that we can cast multiple spells in a turn. It's going to be at least 2 more turns before that's an option. That's the giant killer, sure. It's a Sentinel's eyes? Okay, we're getting embarrassed in this game. Embarrassing. But there's only 2 cards right now, and it takes 2 cards, so they can't bring it back yet. Go for the app. There's 2 cards in the graveyard, so we can't counter it. Yeah, we're getting obliterated. All because we were on the draw. Like, that's how far behind being on the draw is when the opponent plays their 1-drops. On the bright side, they attacked with the bounty. That is a chance, although then they use Sentinel's Eyes. And then they have no graveyard, so our drowns are bad, so we have to attack, turn drown back on, try to kill the Aspirant, which the Savior prevents. It's all bad. This is going to be a heck of a fight if we get back into this one. The other tricky thing is whatever they put the eyes on, we don't want to kill anymore. Because then the eyes are Hopefully they just put it on something like the Giant Killer, which it's really good on the Giant Killer because they can attack with Vigilance and then still tap something. They go with the amp. Okay. That could have been worse. So 2 cards in graveyard now. We have to accept this attack, but we have Brazen Borrower and Drown in the Lock. Brazen Borrower makes a 2/2. Drown. We have to counter something. There are only 2 cards. Maybe we bounce the Aspirant and see what they do, and then counter it on the way back down, and then they have 6 points of attack. All right, let's see what happens here. I'm trying to get straight to combat. Bounce that. Let's stop moving these counters around. They're obnoxious. Okay. This hurts a lot. Can't kill the Apparition. They only have 2 cards in the graveyard. Bouncing the Apparition and making them play it again just means that I lose my Thought Thief. It's pretty bad. They also have Giant Killers, so blocking with a Thought Thief isn't really an option unless I want to tax their mana. Okay. Can't let that happen either. Everything about this is so terrible. But it does go to the graveyard, which means we can target the Apparition, which means Selfless Savior saves it. Wow. Okay. That's weird, because Giant Killer covered it. Like, they didn't need to kill the Thief. They should have played the Aspirant 100%. 100%. Good draw. Let's see how they play the attack. If they attack with the Giant Killer. I could have tried to counter that, but I don't think it's worth it here. I think I need to save the Drown. The Savior itself is a good attacker. So let's see where they put the counter. They go with the Apparition. They attack. If they attack with the Giant Killer, we win. Or we don't die, I should say. Alright, so we have to block this, which is really unfortunate. We could target this. The opponent would sack here. Then we play this. Then they tap there, and they win. So we have to do this. This is interesting. If they tap the Shark, then Thieves Guild Enforcer gets there. Oh my god, they're gonna do it. Look at them. They're gonna do it. They're gonna do it! But it's not enough for Death Touch. Cringe. So sad. Okay, that gives me enough for Death Touch. And we have the Drown, and we have the Shark. So let's see if our opponent taps our baby Shark. It's just enough to keep me hanging around, but this game has been painful. Oh, come on! I hate them so much. I hate them so much. But let's see if they attack with this Giant Killer before we call it a day. They should just put the counter on the Aspirant itself. Nice. Alright. And... yeah, I can't take it anymore. I can't take it anymore. God, that made me mad. And we are back for the post-game wrap. Oh my goodness. So... I got tilted at the end of this video. Sorry about that. I will do better. I made a lot of bad plays in the second half of this video. I think it's because I've played so much Rogues. I tend to try to convince myself I'm playing the Lurrus deck even when I'm not. And yeah, I definitely like threw away some games there, but I think we'll keep that because a lot of people like watching Rogues lose. And normally if I misplay badly and lose a lopsided game, I don't make that part of the content because nobody finds that fun. Some of you are going to say you do. No, you don't. You're lying to yourself and to me. Stop. But anyway, I got analytics. I can prove it. But in this case, people like watching Rogues take a bit of a slapping. So let's make a video out of it. It will be fun. We did hardcast Shark Typhoon, not just once, in multiples. And it certainly carried us out of a precarious situation. If you want to play Shark Typhoon and Rogues, I won't blame you, but I still think in Best of 1 particularly, the Lurrus version is a lot better. So know what you're getting into. You're giving yourself a significant disadvantage in the mirror. Perhaps you can mediate that by running Cling to Dust. Didn't Say Please as the card that annoyed me the most. Was probably the worst. It's hard to run Drown in the Lock-in into the story when the only way to fill the graveyard is Thieves Guild Enforcer and Soaring Thought Thief. I find that scary because I know I just won't draw any, and I'll draw hands with like 3 Drown in the Locks and 2 into the story. So Didn't Say Please was supposed to be a good bridge there, but maybe it's just not worth it. Like 3 mana counters in Best of 1 are so slow on the draw, it costs you games. 100%. So just something to keep in mind when you're playing with the deck, if you decide to play with the deck. And otherwise, I hope you enjoyed the entertainment of the video. Remember, pre-order your box of Kaldheim from CoolStuffInc.com to get your CGB token. The best thing that could possibly go into a Rogue deck. And there's cool fun facts about me on the back. Quote, facts, unquote. Thank you for watching this video. As always, I will see you in the next video. And yes, you stayed till the end. You're cool.